And welcome. I'm not sure if you heard that first welcome, but welcome to the webinar. I'm glad to see everybody here. I'm going to be going over a few things about earning more money effortlessly, and we're going to have a good time. So let's get started. So, as I said before, welcome. I have a question for you. Yes, you. One that I've asked myself, my friends have asked, and even my mother has asked, and countless of others have asked at one time or another, including you. And this question is the reason why you're here, watching this video, listening intently, and hoping and praying that you will get the $1,000,000 answer that will solve all your problems, get you all the time in the world at your disposal, and bring you the things you've always wanted. And that question is, why aren't you using why aren't you living the life that you want? Why aren't you living a life filled with satisfaction, enjoyment, freedom, and happiness? Have you ever wondered when you see people driving fast cars while you're struggling to get to the next gas station so you can put the next change that you have into the tank, embarrassingly, I might add, just so you could get home? Have you ever wondered when you see people traveling around the world to places that you can't even dream of going to right now because you have so many bills? Have you ever wondered when you see those people spending all their free time with loved ones while you're working 10, 12, 14, even 16 hours a day just to live paycheck to paycheck? Have you ever wondered what sort of magic that these people possess that I don't? What secret knowledge do they hold that gives them the ability to rake in thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars each month? What skills do they have that gives them the ability to generate hundreds, even thousands of leads that convert to sales every day? Well, if you're like me, and for the fact that you are here now, searching for the answers to these questions, just as I have and still do to this day, I'm going to go on a limb and say that you are just like me. You have had way more questions than just these and are struggling to find the freedom, the time, the happiness, and the monetary value you always wanted, plus more. But let me just say, you have made one of the best decisions of your life at this very moment, the very moment that defines your future. Let's go of your past mistakes and look forward to your new destiny. Because the next hour or so, and it's probably going to be a little bit less than that, but I put an hour on here just so we're safe. I'm going to go and show you the exact ways I have discovered the answers to these questions and how you could do the same. And yes, you can live the life that you always wanted to live, whether if it's more money a month than you know how to deal with, more time with your family, friends, or even just more time to focus on your passions. Earn an extra few hundred to $1,000s per month, or even a peace of mind knowing that you can have anything you want and do not have to worry about where the money for your next meal is going to come from, how you're going to pay the bills for this next month, or when's the next time you could take your significant other out to dinner, or even take your kids to that amusement park they've been asking to go to for over a year now. You know which park that I'm talking about. So let me just say this right now. If you're looking for a get rich quick system, if you're not willing to put in the effort and consistent action to get what you want, if you are closed minded, skeptical of every new idea there is out there, looking to find a product just to check it out, that ask for your money back before you even try its concepts, and believe me, excuse me, I have gone through the same things you have with this because you're just looking for the next shiny object. If you're not sure you are ready to change your life and take the steps necessary to get the results that you want, if any of that sounds even remotely like you, I would like to thank you for your time. Really, I thank you. Thank you for being here. But I ask you to please stop this video and leave this page. Okay, are you still here? Great. I had to make sure you're really serious about changing your life. That you're like me, an honest, hardworking entrepreneur. Or you're just as honest, but you are a college student, stay at home mom or dad, working mom or dad, single parent, minimum wage worker, or a regular person in between jobs that wants to become better and earn much money more than what you do now and enjoy doing it and having fun in the process. So without no further ado, my name is Daryl White. I have been an entrepreneur for over 10 years. I've created a few websites, joined many network marketing companies, and have done social media marketing and internet marketing for over 2 years. And I have yet found a way to generate cash online as what I'm about to show you. Are you ready to find out what that was? Are you excited? Are you raring to go? Okay, let's get started. Today, I'm going to show you how to earn more money effortlessly without all the complicated formula and log hours. I'm going to give you 5 exclusive tips that will enable you to rake in more sales than you've ever wished before. But before we get into that, I would like to tell you a little bit more about myself so you know that I'm a real person getting real results. And from the coughing and the kind of nasally nose voice, you can probably already tell that I'm a real human being doing this, not some guru that hides behind a screen or anything like that. But I digress. Let's continue. I'm a founder of the artist named DY2. I'm an author, a speaker. I've trained people, I've coached people. I'm a composer, and I'm also a producer and a writer. I've been successfully composing for about 5 years. I started off when I was in band around 5th grade in music, and I learned how to write, read, and compose, and work with dynamics and work with a group and stuff like that for about 10 years. And then I switched over to producing and composing when I went to college. I've also earned awards for being Student of the Year and appeared in the Rose Parade in 2011 for the college Pasadena City College, excuse me. And I've also started 6 to 7 businesses since the 8th grade. So, are you guys ready? Ready to learn what you're about to discover? All right. You're about to discover how YouTube can be your best friend. What emotions to use when trying to pull in leads and customers. How you as a person makes the most difference when getting more money in your pocket. You're going to learn 3 things that you need to have online to have a successful business built that no one ever tells you. And why action movies are the way you should approach making changes to your business to make money. So, would you guys like to know why this is so crucial now? Okay. If you said yes while you're listening to this, I'm going to show you. The first reason is because all of our time is limited. Let me ask you something. How many of you on this call and at home have families that you take care of? I'm assuming it's going to be a good majority of you. Wouldn't you like to be there for all the defining moments of your children's lives? You know, your sons or daughters' first steps. What about their first word? What about all the times where they come home excited that they got an A on their math test? Some of you are, just clicking this off in your head as I'm reading this. Or what about when they come home curious about dating? What about when they say they have their first girlfriend or boyfriend? I know the fathers of this listening in, they can relate to this. They may not want to necessarily be there, but, it's better to be there than not, right? And what about when they get their first acceptance letter to the college they've always wanted to? I remember when I got my first acceptance letter, I showed my mom, I showed my sister. I was so happy. And she was there, and I definitely remember her being there. I would assume that you would. And before I was doing this webinar, I was just feeding my sister's daughter before this. And I thought to myself, I want to be there when all those things happen, not just hear about them from my sister. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's crucial. This is so crucial for you right now because all of our time is limited. You want to spend most of your time with your family, not working 10, 12, 14, even 16 hours a day, like I mentioned previously, where the only time you can spend time with your family is extremely early in the morning or very late at night, right before you go to bed. So, do you guys get this? Raise your hand if you get this. Okay. So that's the first thing. All of our time is limited. The second reason why this is so crucial now is because there are only so many hours you can work. So let's say that you're single. You're not with your family. You're single right now. You moved out of your family's house, or you're in there in your mother's house or something like that, and you live by yourself, or you live with your roommates, still at your parents' house, or living with someone who you are in a relationship with. Let's say that you're working a 9 to 5 job, or you are between jobs. Say yes if that is you. Even the ones at home, say yes if that's you. Okay, I'm assuming we have a few people. Now, do you know the different ways that you can earn income? You know, how your money is generated. Some of you should be familiar with these concepts. The first way you can earn income is through working, where you get paid for the physical work and the value of your time. Then there is a self employed, where you basically own your own job. So the value of your physical work and your skills are traded for money or monetary value. Then there is a side where you own a big business, 500 people or more. So you have managers and employees that you pay to work for you. And you can leave work for a vacation for, say, 3 months, and you still get paid. That's what it means to be in a big business. If you could leave for a couple months, couple weeks, and you still get paid, you come back, the business is not falling down, then you definitely are in a big business. And if you are, great for you. And I'm glad you're listening in. Lastly, there's the investor. If I have any investors down here, thank you so much for being here. I am so glad that you are listening in and you are taking in this information and doing one of the biggest things that I've learned over the years, which is always to learn. Where your money is, where your money makes money. So that's why it's crucial now. All of our time is limited and there are so many hours you could work. And this is true. If you only get paid for your physical work and the value of your time, it will take decades of time, if not longer, to generate enough cash to retire or to reach six figures, if that is even possible. Considering the fact that you have bills to pay, gas to put in your car, and barely enough food to get through the week. Now, some of you may be living in maybe middle upper class, or you have enough money to get food through the week. But I also wanted to talk to the people who are struggling, because I've struggled before. There was many years back in high school where there was no food in the cupboards, and I had to be creative and get random cans of processed food and put it together to make a meal for myself. I know what it's like to not have any money and to be hungry, let alone saving it. You see what I'm saying? Do you guys get this? Are you guys following me? Say yes if you're following. Okay. If you are going to accumulate any wealth, you need to be able to get your cash to work for you without you spending all your energy and cash on just the basic necessities. Meaning, you need your income to generate more cash than a full day's work, while at the same time you spending only 2 to 3 hours tops. Say yes if that makes sense. Say yes if that sounds reasonable. Now I'm just getting you guys to engage. I want to engage with you guys. I don't want this to be a one channel where I'm just speaking, you're just listening. I want you to participate. Oh, all of our time is limited. There's so many hours you could work. The third thing is you need to be able to survive the economic downs. So this is very easy to understand. In this economy, in the United States to be exact, I'm not sure how the economy is in other countries, but in any other country for that matter, there's going to be ups and downs. Most of the time, the majority of people are losing money during the times that there's a recession or there's an economic down or even a depression. And that's understandable. But there are a lot of people who are making money during these times. And I want that to be you. In order to be able to make money during a recession or even a depression, you need to be able to have a product or service that is immune to recessions and depression. And what a better way to be recession, depression proof than to have a product or service that is on the internet. You have no inventory, no workers other than yourself if you want, and it can go wherever you go. So I want to go about talking about, is this for you? So The first thing is, if you have trouble bringing extra cash each month and you want to do that, this is for you. This webinar is for you. If you want to bring in more money, even when you are sleeping, as in you don't have to spend as much time and physical effort trying to bring in money, and money will still be coming in while you're enjoying yourself, sleeping, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, having fun with your family, going out. If you want to be able to do that, yes, this webinar is for you. If you have a product or service you want to sell, so this almost pertains to almost everybody, because you as a person are a product, a brand, and you are a service. What you do, it has you how you help people. That's a service that you provide for people. So if you have a product or service you want to sell, yes, this is for you. If you are an MLM, a direct sales, a network marketing company, or a commission-based sales, this webinar is for you. If you want more free time, this webinar is for you. If you just want to make more money with less effort, this webinar is for you. Are you guys excited? I know you guys are excited because I'm excited to tell you about this. So let's talk about expectations. I said this was going on for about 20 minutes, and at the longest, it'll be about an hour. So be prepared for that. Please make sure that your time is free right now. Thank you. Eliminate all distractions. Put away your phone. Turn it on silent. Put it in the room. Text your significant others or the people you need to communicate with at the house and say that you are going to be busy at this time. Please, no distractions. That will help you soak in all of this information that I'm going to give you. I would like you to take notes. Either take out a pen, pencil, and a paper, or a cardboard box, whatever you have, sticky notes, or you could take this. If you're looking on YouTube, you could take this browser, put it on the left side or right side of your screen, and pull up Microsoft Word on the other side and take notes that way. And if we have time, I'm going to answer some of the frequently asked questions during this presentation. But if we have time, we'll go over the frequently asked questions at the end. Okay, so let's talk about what this is not. As I said in the beginning, this is not a get rich quick webinar. I'm not selling you something. I'm not hard selling you. This is going to be an easy conversation where I show you some information and then I can guide you about the next steps. Now, this is not a one size fit all information. Now, you have to tailor this to yourself because everyone is different. And also, this is not something you can be lazy with to get results. Excuse me. As I said in the beginning, if you can't put in consistent effort and action, consistent action, your results are going to be subpar at best. You need to be able to commit to this. So I want you to be committed to just this time that we have and commit to at least trying out a couple of these things. Can you do that for me? If you said yes, you're the person that I'm directly talking to, and I'm glad you're here. And I totally believe in your success. So, another disclaimer, my results are not typical. My results are from what I did, the effort that I put in my situation. Your results may not be my results, and that doesn't mean that your results may be lesser than mine. You could get way more than I have. I know of a person who has made $11,000 in 30 days with this information. So you could go and get as much as that much. It's all up to you and how much effort you put into this and what you do with this information. Not how you think and analyze about it, but what you do with it. What you do that makes you uncomfortable and that causes you to become better at marketing and making your business better. Are you still following me? Are you excited? Are you ready for this? All right, let's do this. Now, I have a shocking confession. I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I started when I was very young and I failed a ton. Like, when I was first starting off, I was in what? I think it was around 10 years old. I was selling chips. Like I would buy a big box of chips from the store and I would sell it like at 50 cents to try to get my profit back. And I failed a lot. Like I would eat the chips. Like it was so hard not to eat the chips. Like it's so hard not to use your product. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard for me. And some people were stealing my stuff. And I had troubles. I was discouraged. I didn't really want to sell it anymore. Looking back, I probably should have had the people who were trying to steal my stuff offer them free stuff to help me sell it and give them some of the profit. That would have been way better. But I failed. And I tried again and I tried again. And I failed a lot. When I was in high school, I got a little better because I was a part of a band and they had a little store that they opened up to get more funding for their projects. And I would help give out food and take money orders and stuff, just like a cashier and stuff. So I learned a little about customer service and a little bit of selling skills, but there was no cash profits. This was just me working at something for free. But I love doing it because I got experience, and plus I love music. Now I told you I was a producer and a composer. I love music. So there were no profits in that. I got a job at a grocery store. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I was a courtesy clerk and or a bag boy, depending on what you call it. And it was tough. It was really hard working while being in school, and the money was coming in, but I was on the left side. I was the left side being the left quadrant, meaning I was an employee. I got paid for my physical work and the value of my time. And that wasn't really something I wanted to do. It sucked the life out of me. I didn't want to, I felt tired all the time. I felt like some people who I helped, they didn't appreciate me. And of course, when you're on the 9 to 5 job, everyone has this. You have problems with the other employees. You deal with those type of things. And it was a bit too much. I decided to quit because I was about to go to college, and that was that. So I went to college. I was broke about those 3 years. I didn't get much money, and I'm about to tell you what else had happened, but it was tough. It was very hard. I ate a lot of canned goods for a very long time. And I know that's the college life, but college people, if you're listening in, you know what the struggle is. And if you've been in college before, you know what that's like. It may be a stereotype that, when you go to college, you're going to be broke, but there's people who make money while in college, who make profits. And there's also, and when you don't have any money, you still feel broke and you still feel like you're struggling. Just as if you didn't have a job and you had your own apartment with kids and you didn't have any money. It's the same thing, except you don't have, you know, family with you. Everybody got that? Okay. So I'm continue. I met a guy at school and I got introduced to network marketing. I'm not gonna say his name, who he is, but he introduced me to him. I don't even remember where I met him. He introduced me to this network marketing company. If you've been in a network marketing company or introduced, you know how it's like. The person is really excited. They're raring to go. They're saying you can make all this money, and they take you to a seminar that they have people who are making lots of money, and they do, what would you call it, presentations, and they're all excited, and everyone in there, they're excited. They're trying the products and they're just fired up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it's like, and you just want to join. You want to spend all your money, and I did. I spent like over like almost $1,000 to get in that network marketing company. I put a lot of money in there. I tried my hardest to make profits, and I didn't make any. It was really tough for me. And people who are in network marketing, you know what it's like. I know you know how that feels. So what did I do? As you can see on the screen, I gave up. I tried 3 more network marketing companies, nothing going. Same thing. I walked door to door. I went to Starbucks. I tried to talk to people there because it's a social area. Went to stores. I went to malls, and nothing going. And I lost a lot of trust in MLMs. And if you've been in a scam before, or you've been in network marketing and it just didn't work out, you know the feeling that you lose trust in it. You lose that faith that you can make money from it. So what did I do? I started to work at another grocery store and I hated it. It was the worst. I just didn't like it. I felt it was sucking the energy out of me. Like it wasn't using my skills in the way that I wanted it to. Now, some people could say that it's just about your mindset. And yes, to a certain extent, that's true. But I still feel as if it wasn't for me. So I gave up that job. Then I became ill and I was admitted to the hospital. I won't get into much details, but it was a hard time. I failed a semester of college and my college didn't even give me my financial aid for the next year, even though I had a good standing GPA overall. And, it was horrible. Like my whole life was going straight downhill. I moved back into my mother's house. Still following me? Okay. I was depressed for over 8 months. It was a long time. I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. I had a job here for there for not for long. And, I went back to jobless and it was just all bad. I thought that I hit rock bottom. But, there's always a lighter side to this story. Over time, I decided enough was enough and I was not going to stop until I'm successful. So I joined a direct sales company. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I joined one again because I believed that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. This was something I was doing for a long time and I was determined. You know how you feel when you're determined to do something when the odds are against you. Almost everyone could relate to that. So I started to look online at how to make sales online because the company I was in had a website that I could use. So I wanted to try that because I lost some of my comfortableness, if that's even a word. Someone look that up for me. I've gave up my comfort zone of talk. Well, I lost some of my comfort zone of talking to people in person. So I wanted to try something else, try something to do at home. And because the company I was in had their own website, like I said, I ended up stumbling upon a sweet lady on YouTube explaining how to make sales online with my company. And a few weeks later, I was introduced to some information that I'm going to show you that changed my life forever. But we'll get to most of that near the end of this webinar. Okay? Are you still with me? Are you ready for this? We're going to move on, okay? Say yes if you are following. All right, let's keep going. So what's going on with me today? Well, to be honest, I'm still learning the information that I said I'm going to tell you, and I'm still implementing this information. I want to be completely straightforward with you, 100%. I'm still working on it. I'm still in the beginning stages. But with that said, I want to instill in you the same confidence I have with this information. You can, and I am confident that you will be even more successful than I am with this information. Because without this information, I would not be even doing this webinar. I would not even have the confidence to be a leader in what I'm about to teach you and show you the way to earn more money effortlessly. Because before this, I wasn't able to be a leader. I was depressed for a very long time. I was struggling. But this information has given me a light. They have given me the confidence and the positioning of myself to being a leader. I chose to appoint myself as being a leader. No one else could give you the title of being a leader. Remember that. More importantly, I chose for myself. Now I'm living that vision. So I want you to come with me on this amazing journey. I want you to be with me on my team. We're going to do this together as a team and we're going to move forward. We're going to make it to the top. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you excited for this? And continue to make your own decisions, guys, as leaders do. Like how you're doing now, listening to this. And continue on this path to prosperity with me. Just imagine taking charge of your destiny, making decisions to create the financial income that you want and deserve, knowing that when you get to where you want to be, you have the peace and happiness you've always wanted. See the sheer amount of money you will be able to create. Imagine the power it will give you, knowing that you do not have to wait 2 weeks later for your next paycheck to come in. Isn't that exciting? Man, I'm excited. Are you excited? Say yeah if you're excited. Awesome. All right. Let's get right into the content you've been waiting for. Here are the topics again. How YouTube can be your best friend. We're going to go over a few things about YouTube. What emotions to use when you're trying to pull in leads to customers. We're going to go over certain emotions and how you can use that in your sales. How you as a person makes the most difference when getting more money in your pocket. Now, this is important. I want you to listen to this. And don't forget to write notes, guys. Don't forget to write this stuff down. 3 things you need to have online to have a successful business that no one ever tells you. You need to write that down too. It's important. You don't want to forget this in a couple of days, all right? And lastly, why action movies are the way you should approach making changes to your business to make money. So, are you guys ready? Because we're starting. We're getting right into it. We're starting right now. All right. YouTube. We're going to go over free leads, instant authority. It's easy to create videos, residual leads, residual income, the embedding ability, which means more leads, the tools needed to use this YouTube, where your YouTube video is supposed to lead to. That's very important. Secrets to optimization. This is key in this. Secret tips to using YouTube. This is also important. And some homework you can use. All right. And remember this, guys, you could go to my YouTube and watch this. So don't worry if you don't have enough time to write these things down, then you can always come back to it later, all right? Okay, let's do this. So, first one is free leads. What are leads? Now, leads are customers that may be interested in your product or service. That's the best description I could give it. It's something where you get traffic, and traffic is visits or clicks or someone looking at your YouTube page or your YouTube video or your website or your blog or your social media site, whichever it is. That's traffic. Now, traffic turns into lead by them giving up information in return for you giving them value. So let's give an example. Excuse me. All right. The first thing is a capture page. A capture page is a website, and it's just on that page. It says like, find out the many ways you could do X, Y, Z. Just put it in your email and your name, and we'll send that right to you. Or get 10 free instrumentals or 10 free songs when you put in your name and email. That's a capture page, right? Now, the traffic is the person looking at the page. They don't turn into leads until they give up their information to you. They have to give something up from them, either an email, a phone number, a name, something. And that's when they get the information, because you'll send it to them through email. And in that email, you will give them value. Are you following me? So that's what leads are. Leads are the people who have given up information to you in exchange for value. All right. Why are leads important when I'm only uploading videos for free? Now, this is a good question. Leads are important because you want people who are looking at your YouTube to continue to look at your YouTube. Now, there is an option for them to subscribe, but sometimes a lot of people need more content and more value and just more of those things for them to be able to say, okay, I want to look at him more often. So that's why leads are important. If you offer more information after you finish with your YouTube on the video, like in the video at the end, you offer more information. If they're interested in that, they're going to go and want to get more information. And once they give up their information for that value, they've committed one step further than someone who's just subscribed. They're saying that, okay, I'm following you and I want to learn more from you. So they're starting to see you in a more positive light. They're starting to see you as an authority, which are all good things. And also, you'll be able to keep in contact with them over time. You could go through someone's life over 5 to 10 years through email. And that's never going to happen unless you turn them into a lead, unless they give up some information in exchange for value that you give them. Now, how many leads should I expect? It depends. You could get hundreds of leads, thousands of leads, tens of thousands of leads. It all depends on how much traffic the video is getting. And we'll get into traffic in a moment, okay? Now, I'm going a little fast. So, I'm going to take a second for you to write down what you need to write. Hope you guys are having a good day, you know? Okay, so are you guys ready? All right, let's continue. Are there other ways to generate leads? Yes, there are. You could get PPC or pay per click. You could do solo ads, and I'll definitely have another video explaining these things. You could do Facebook ads, and these ads will get clicks and you could turn them into leads. You can use other video sharing sites. Video sharing sites. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, like Vimeo, Instagram, Vine, places like those. Just type into Google video sharing sites or top 100 video sharing sites. Now, what if I want to make sales instead of leads? Now, this is an important question. I want you to understand this. When you're making sales online, not everyone is going to want to purchase right off the bat. Someone's not just going to go to your site, look at what you have on that first page and say, I want to buy. That's not how it happens. A lot of people want to see what's in store for them. Like how I'm doing now. I'm giving you value right now. I'm not saying purchase anything. I'm saying to give you some information. I want you to become better at getting more money effortlessly. This is my service that I want to help you with. You have to do the same thing. You have to give value to people before they want to buy. You have to solve people's problems before they want to purchase. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, it's okay. I could definitely make more videos of each of these questions and we'll go deeper into what these things mean. All right? Don't worry. I have you covered. Now, next question. How can YouTube be my best friend? Now, I said that in the thing that you're going to be learning in the first line, how is YouTube your best friend? Now, YouTube be your best friend because it's free traffic. You don't have to pay for it. That means when people go and watch it and then go to your capture page, or when they purchase your product, they went there without you having to pay for it at all. You're just getting it for free. And the other thing that's why YouTube could be your best friend is because you could get more sales as time goes on, as in residual sales. Because as people look at your YouTube, more people will find it in their search engines. Google will show your YouTube videos higher in your on the what do you call it, the page where the search results are. Yeah, it's going to show higher ranking, and you don't even have to buy ad space like the ones at the very top do. You're beginning just as much traffic as them without having to do any work, and it's residual. Does that make sense? Okay, let's continue. What's the difference between traffic and leads? Now, this is an important distinction, so you may want to write this down. Traffic are people looking at your page, video, or product. Leads are potential customers. That makes sense. People who are looking at your stuff, they're just traffic. When they say I want more information, they're saying that I'm a little bit more interested and I may want to purchase. I may want something, which turns them into a potential customer. And that's what a lead is. All right. Now, are there other places to get traffic? Yeah, like I said before, you could go on solo ads. I'll explain that in another video. You could do ads on Facebook. You could share posts on your profile or your page that you have, your fan page. You could go to other YouTube sharing sites. And you can also pay for it, which is pay per click. Now, how can YouTube get me leads? Now, this is important because with YouTube, what you have to do is at the end of the video, you have to give them some sort of action. You have to say, okay, now that you've gotten this information, I want you to do this. If you like it, I want you to do this. That's the key. You must say those things, or they won't go to your website. They won't go to your description and click on your link. They won't do that, or they won't click on your annotation. Some will, but if you want like a larger percentage of people doing that, then you have to say, okay, I want you to do this at the end. All right? Has everybody got that? Great. All right, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because this is actually going to be. It's about 40 minutes right now. If you looked at the thing, I'm gonna give some more information, but I don't want to keep you too long, so I'm gonna continue. So, instant authority. What is authority? That's you positioning yourself as a leader. Why is authority important? Because people listen to authority. When you're at work, you listen to your boss, right? Yes, he's an authority. When a police officer comes, pulls you over, you listen to them, right? Yes, because they are an authority. If you present yourself as an authority on YouTube, you will have a following. People will want to follow you. If you sound weak or timid or not wanting to be a leader, then they won't see you as a leader, okay? How do I establish authority? By giving value, by being attractive. Can I lose authority on YouTube? Yes, you can. You could do some bad things and you could get bad traffic. You just get a bad reputation. That's just all bad. Okay, easy to create videos. All right, I'm going to go through a couple of these. Why is it so easy to make videos? Because YouTube wants you to upload videos. It's so easy because it's much easier to do this than write down all this information. You understand what I'm saying? This 40 minutes of information, it took a very long time to write this. Now, if I just would have wrote this out of paper, it's different. But, it's better to listen to someone and better to hear someone. How do I upload a video? Don't worry, I'll make a video for you. What should I do before I make a video? Well, I believe you should, 1, get a camera or webcam. 2, get a microphone. 3, do some search engine optimization. And definitely, I will go over that in another video. Should I edit my videos? Yes. When you edit, you put another form of your personal style on the video. That's why it's important. What program should I use to edit my videos? Well, there's Wondershare, that's free. Camtasia, that's also a good one. And let's see. If you have a little money to spend, you get iMovie. I think it comes with your iPhone if you have one of those. Sony Vegas, that's a pretty expensive one. If you have enough money to get it, I suggest you do, because you always want the best quality, right? Now, how is creating videos related to YouTube being my best friend? Because when you help your best friend helps you. You scratch their back, they scratch yours, If you upload more videos on a consistent basis, they will get you more traffic. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Residual leads. What is residual leads? Residual leads are leads that you get after the first video you put up. So when you first put up the video, you get say 100 leads. And then the next month you may get another 75 because that video was shared and other people saw it. So it just continues. Each month you get more leads as time progresses without you putting in any effort. Why should you care about residual leads? Because it helps you leverage your own money. It begins a system where you don't have to keep working at it and you can spend time with your family. The difference between residual traffic and residual leads, the only difference is residual traffic is traffic. So it's just people looking at your page or video. And the leads are residual leads, but the leads are people who go and ask for more value in exchange for their information. Now, I'm going to continue this along. I'll answer more of these questions in another video because I don't want to keep you too long. I promise that we're going to be here for an hour or so I don't want to be too long. And there's a lot more information. All right. I'm so sorry if you're frantically writing that stuff down, but remember, this is on YouTube. You can rewind it and go back. So let me answer some of the important ones on this one. Residual income. What is residual income? It's just like residual leads of traffic. After you put up this video and you get leads and you get a sale, this the sales that you get the next month and the next month from that one video is residual. It's because you put in one piece of effort and you're getting paid for it over and over again without you putting in more effort. How does YouTube give me residual income? Well, YouTube can get you traffic, which could turn into leads, and those leads could turn into sales. And that's how you get residual income, because the more traffic that comes in, the more leads that you get, and the more income that you get over time, where you didn't have to put any effort other than the first time you put up that video. All right, let's move on. Embedding ability. Why should I embed my videos? Because you get more traffic and it boosts your rankings on the Google result pages. Where should I embed my videos? Well, you should go to your social media websites like Facebook, Twitter. You should put them there. You could ask bloggers to upload your video if it relates to their content and stuff like that. Now, tools needed. What tools do I need to start making video? Well, you need a webcam or a camcorder. You need a microphone. You also need video editing software, and you also need a YouTube account. So you need a Gmail. What if I'm on a budget? Well, Cam Studio is a good screen capture program. You can always use your webcam, and just look online for let's see, let's see what camera I have. I have a Canon PowerShot. That one only costs $99, so that's pretty good. What if I'm broke? Well, you can use Cam Studio. That's free, and you could do just how-to videos, just like this one, where you have words on the page and you're speaking into it. And then try to sell some cans or something, or maybe sell some of your stuff and get a little bit of money so you could buy a headset. It just costs like $18 at Walmart. And you could get that, and you could use that if you use your webcam. All right, I'm going to move on. Where is your YouTube video supposed to lead to? So let me choose the ones that are most important. Where are my YouTube videos leading to? Good question. Your YouTube videos are leading to wherever you want them to lead them to. If you want just views, then they're not leading to anything. They're just they should lead to more videos that you have. So at the end of your video, remember to give them some action that they need to perform, that you want them to perform. Also, this is a second bullet point. What should I do to end my videos? You should ask for some action. I can't stress that enough. That's so important. All right. How should I begin my videos? Maybe with some music or an intro. Always customize it to yourself so you could make yourself stand out. Okay. Okay, let's move on. What is optimization? That's basically making your videos more visible on Google. How do I optimize my videos? And what are some sneaky ways to get more optimization? Well, when you upload your video, you could put the title of your video as the video description on the download. So for this one, it will be how to earn more money effortlessly. The video side. I'm not sure what the video tag is, but when you download something like MP3, you know what that is? Okay, the thing that you put before that should be the name of your video. That's one good way to do it. All right, and I'm definitely going to have another video for all of these things, so don't worry. We're going to continue. I want more tips on using YouTube. All right, well, let's see. What's one good tip I could give you for this one? Let's see. Collaborate with other people. If you're just starting out, try to find people who are just starting out just like you and team up with them. Because if you have a good team together, it's a good support system. If you're having fun together, it will show in your videos and it will give more value to the person. All right. Now, your homework. Why do we have homework? Because I want you to put action into this. I can't stress that enough. I want you to put effort. I want you to put in some action. Okay. So, what is your homework? I want you to make 2 new YouTube videos at the end of this. All right. Can you do that? Okay. Let's move on. Here's a couple of quotes to round this out. The new information technology, internet and email, have practically eliminated the physical cost of communications. Peter Drucker. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. Bill Gates. I really like that one. We're still in the first minutes of the first day of the internet revolution. Scott Cook. All right, now we're going to go into what emotions to use when trying to pull in leads and customers. There's 6 emotions that we're going to talk about today: fear, frustration, hope, anger, greed, and emotional pain. Now, disclaimer, be careful when using some of these techniques. Some of these techniques don't work on certain sales copy. It's important to understand that when it comes to online sales copy, it is immensely easier to get your message to the right people, and you do not have to go broad anymore. But it's typical that everyone thinks that they are different. So they put up a sales page that is immensely generic and try to get everyone, which is bad. You need to be able to come up with as many sales messages to get to each specific person you have a better turnout rate. What's important to get is that you have to make yourself different and put a ton of time into going over the questions and problems of each specific person so that you can be sure of yourself and confident, as well as well-versed when creating sales copy. I wanted to put that in there because I wanted to make this clear. Not every emotion that you use is going to work on every person. So you have to tailor it to each person that you're trying to target, okay? And remember, when you're using some of these more negative emotions, remember to always bring it home with some positive emotion, okay? So I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly because we're coming up on our hour mark, and I don't want to keep you too long. So the fear of loss generates the desire to act. People make decisions on emotions and justify them logically. So you should tap into the emotion that people feel to help the customer make decisions. And then there's problem solving, how you are helping to solve their problems. People usually just write what they think is important rather than what the customer is thinking, okay? So fear of loss is a definitely good emotion to use when trying to pull in leads and customers. Now, I don't have much time, so I'm going to make more videos to explain these further. 2, frustration. So there's things that you have to do in marketing. Convince the lazy, uncaring person to become motivated and inspired to pay attention and take action, and even harder, to get that person to take out their wallet and spend it with you. So you have to cut through the clutter with business people who are too busy and get them to notice and get excited and want to do business with you. Tapping into lead's frustrations help motivate them to take action and to solve their problems. Got it? Okay. Hope. Trigger words, how to get people to listen in. Remember, you need to litter your sales speech with these emotional words to help bring out the emotion. And you need to use this to create a story in a person's mind to show them that you understand what they're going through. And also remember that you need to put your business as a problem solver at the right time. When the person is riled up with emotion, mostly negative, then switch it over to more positive to counter those emotions. So hope is a good, strong emotion to bring out of your lead and to bring everything into a positive light and to get them excited. All right. 4, anger. Have you ever decided to do something to change your life out of anger and accomplish something? I know I have. Many people in sports use their anger to win. Like, for example, tennis players, they definitely use their anger to focus in and try to win. Your leads and customers have those same emotions that you could tap into. Even I have used my anger to change my life. Always remember to balance out the negative emotion with the positive emotions. I can't stress that enough. You don't want a person to feel negative at the end of your message. You want them to feel confident, enthusiastic, and raring to go. Now, the 5th emotion is greed. So here's a good book to read. It's called Using Emotional Selling to Get More Sales by David Ewell. David says that 80% of buying decisions are made emotionally, and that the three biggest triggers are buying triggers are habit, emotion, fear, and greed, and logic at the lowest. Using greed is good because it taps into their strong emotions to want to have something. So remember the disclaimer. Sometimes these things work on certain people, and some work for others. You have to use discretion. And number 6. So there's practical pain, right? Car being towed, I owe money, etc. Then there's emotional pain, like jealousy, when there are people who have things that you want to have and it pains you that you cannot afford it at the time. So remember to use the disclaimer when using this emotion. And remember, if you use this, bring out a stronger and more positive emotion like happiness, hope, and love, okay? Or friendship. So here's a couple of quotes to round this out. Take advantage of every opportunity to practice your communication skills so that when important occasions arise, you will have the gift, the style, the sharpness, and the clarity and the emotions to affect other people. Jim Brown. Your intellect may be confused, but your emotions will never lie to you. Roger Ebert. I'm sure it's Ebert or Herbert. I'm sorry. If your emotional abilities aren't in hand, if you don't have self awareness, if you are not able to manage your distressing emotions, if you can't have empathy and have effective relationships, then no matter how smart you are not going to get very far. Daniel Goleman. Negative emotions like loneliness, envy, and guilt have an important role to play in a happy life. They're big flashing signs that something needs to change. Gretchen Rubin. I like that one a lot. If you want to have a life that is worth living, a life that expresses your deepest feelings and emotions and cares and dreams, you have to fight for it, okay? Well, I put the okay at the end, sorry. But this is from Alice Walker. Now, we're going to talk about how you as a person makes the most difference when getting more money in your pocket. On this part, you don't have to take notes if you do not want to. It's okay. I just want you to listen in and imagine what I'm about to say. And I want you to think about this too, because this is one of the most important things I want you to really get. So, let me start by asking you a few hypothetical questions to get your brain going. Do you think that you are attractive? I'm not talking about in the dating sense, because from the fact that you are still here listening to this, I could tell that you're an amazing person. But I'm talking about in general. When it comes to people wanting to be around you, do you think that you are attractive? What about this? Do you think that you are a leader? Do you believe that you have what it takes to lead people where you want them to go? Do you speak with conviction, poise, and certainty? Now, I ask these two questions because we are talking about the most important thing when it comes to getting more money, and that's you. What are you saying to yourself when you first wake up? What about during the day? Are you negative all the time? Saying things like, oh, I can't do that, or there's no way I could get that much money. Or are you saying, I can do anything I put my mind to? Because if you're saying the former, you're doing yourself a disservice. Really, because the way you think and how you view yourself matters in all areas of your life, not just your financial. Just think of the thousands of people who made hundreds of dollars in their lifetime. There's not thousands and hundreds of thousands. There's a few people. There's a good there's a good small percentage. But let's take Bill Gates for example. Do you think that if he thought he couldn't change the world and viewed himself as a person that could not solve the world's problems, would he have made as much as he does now? Now I know what you're about to say, but Daryl, that's Bill Gates. He's different. And you're right. He is. Rightfully so. However, he is a human being just like you and me. He has to sleep. He has to eat. He has to pay bills. He has made mistakes, just like you and I, believe it or not. So think about it. If you want to solve the world's problems, you can. And I believe in you. But you know what's far more important than me believing in you? You guessed it. You believing in you. And this is one of the most important messages I want to instill in you on this webinar. The fact that you believing in yourself is the most important factor in getting more money. Because if you don't, you won't. Let me say that again. If you do not believe in yourself, that you can make large sums of money, live the life that you want to, spend as much free time as you can handle with your loved ones, follow your dreams, find yourself, make others believe in your product or service. If you don't believe that you can be an authority in your market, if you don't believe that you can be an attractive leader that attracts other leaders, you will never, I repeat, never do so. Does that make sense? Okay. I remember in the summer of my sophomore year in college, I had just moved in my apartment and I needed a job. Not an MLM, direct sales, or any commission based job, but a dreaded 9 to 5. You know which one I'm talking about. And I had already applied to a grocery store in LA 2 months ago, and I still didn't have a job. You see, there were 5 other people who had applied as well. And I met most of them on the day of the interview. And most of them definitely needed the job way more than me. Some had 3 children, some were homeless, and some just looked more attractive than me. So my hopes were not that high, and with no surprise, I didn't get the job. Maybe some of you can relate. The struggles of being in between jobs. What makes this story so important is what happened after those 2 months later. I had decided, maybe I should go back to that store and reapply. So I went back to the store and talked to the assistant manager again and told her that I was reapplying and maybe I could have another interview. And you know what happened? Go ahead and guess. Okay. She was so impressed with my persistence that she hired me on the spot. Wow, right? I know. Now, if I had not believed in myself, my future now may have would have been way different. That's why I think you should put some time into changing your thoughts and the way you view yourself, because it can go a long way. You have to believe in yourself before anyone else believes in you. Ray Lamontagne. Your success depends mainly on what you think of yourself and whether you believe in yourself. William J.H. Boetker. Follow your dreams, believe in yourself, and don't give up. Rachel Corrie. The message is that if you believe in what you create, it's enjoyable and people will follow. The talented mangaka should know that. Otherwise, no one would read it or enjoy it. So believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is important. Taite Kubo. If you believe in yourself, somebody will find you that believes in you just as much, if not more. Chantel Van Satten. All right, guys. You excited about this stuff? Are you getting a lot of value? I hope so, because I really want you to succeed. Now, let's go on to the 3 things you need to have online to have a successful business that no one else ever tells you. Like I said, we're going to go through this quickly because we've reached the hour mark and we're still in this. Thank you for sticking this long, and we'll be done shortly. I'm going to try to get this done as quickly and a timely time as possible. Okay. All right. Thanks for being here again. So, traffic system. I'm going to go and talk about just a few of these things, and I'll make videos for these other ones that I did not get, and also the ones I'm talking about. So don't worry. I already explained what traffic is. Traffic is people viewing whatever you have to show. Why is traffic important to my business? Because there's only 2 ways for you to get more money and get more sales. Either you get more customers, or you get the current customers to purchase more, or you get your customers to purchase at a premium, at a higher price. And if you could get more traffic online, you could set your business on autopilot. You don't have to work on it. It'll just get more views for you. What if I'm getting adequate traffic but not making any sales? Don't worry, I can help you. Just stick through to the end of this video and I will show you. So the second thing that you absolutely need that no one ever tells you is a traffic capture system. What is a traffic capture system? Basically, it's a capture page, which I explained earlier as a page that says that you're going to give more value in exchange for you putting in your information. Do I need to have this to have a successful business? Online, you most definitely need this. That's why no one ever tells you this. They want to keep being successful while eliminating the competition. But no, I want you to be helped. I want you to succeed too. You deserve as much money as other people, as much as you put in effort. And I want to help you on your journey. Okay? How can I set up a capture system? Well, I'll show you that near the end of this video. All right? Let's move on. Third thing you need is a follow-up system. What is a follow-up system? Basically, it's a email autoresponder. Then an email autoresponder is through an email that responds to people putting in their information without you having to write out every single email to every single person. And that takes, I know doing that manually takes a lot of time. So having an email autoresponder is definitely the way to go because it sets things on autopilot where you don't have to work on it all the time. You can have more free time doing the things that you want. Okay. Can I get a follow-up system for free? I'm not sure. There may be one system that you'll be able to do it that I joined, but we're not going to talk about it in this video. I'll definitely make another video for it. So stay tuned for that. Is this the only way I can follow up? No, you can actually have them put in their phone number and you could give them a call. And that one gets lesser conversions, which means the more traffic comes in there, the less that people become leads. But what's great about this is if you have them put in their phone number, that shows that they're serious. So they're more qualified for the value that you're going to give them. And plus, you could put a voice to the person behind the capture page. So it helps them understand that you're a real person, that you're an authority, and that you are there to help them. Okay. So here's a couple of quotes to round out this area. Your reputation is more important than your paycheck. And your integrity is worth more than your career. Ryan Freitas. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. Thomas Edison. Don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once. Drew Houston. I like that one a lot. If there's something you want to build, but the technology isn't there, just find the closest possible way to make it happen. Dennis Crowley. I think this one relates to what we're talking about now. Very important. Every day that we spend not improving our products was a wasted day. Joel Spolsky. All right. We've gone through a lot of information, guys. And I'm so proud of you guys for sticking out this long. You guys are amazing. Like, wow. Like, you really are a great person. And thank you so much for sticking this out. So, are you still listening? Are you ready for this? Ready for the last thing that we're going to talk about? Say yes if you are. Okay. All right. So let's talk about why action movies are the way you should approach making changes to your business to make money. On these next few slides, you don't have to take notes, but I do want you to listen because I'm going to instill in you more motivation to take action because that's what you need to succeed in life and in business. And remember what I promised. It's for me to give you the ways for you to make more money effortlessly. And trust me, I am giving you just that. Think about it. While these tips may require some effort, it is also true that after you set these things up, make it profitable will be easy as pressing a button. And if you use some of these YouTube ways I gave tips on, along with the other ways to make traffic happen with a breeze, money will be coming in while you sleep. When you go to withdraw some extra money out of the bank, while you go to visit your sister or brothers, when you wake up in the morning, before you brush your teeth in the morning, while you are taking a shower singing that favorite song that you can't get out of your head. And I could go on and on. But what I want you to really understand is that if you want to go somewhere in life and earn more money effortlessly, you are going to have to work smarter. And you're going to have to work with a different type of energy and urgency. What am I talking about, you ask? Well, let me give you an example to bring my point home. Picture yourself the lead role in an action movie. It could be any of your favorite action movies that you want. Let's say that your business problems are the bad guys and they're evil henchmen, and your movie scenes are all the work that you put in and are the bad guys that you fight. And the ups and downs that you face as you race closer to the head bad guy, which would be success in this case, is there. And you're in there in that movie. Are you still following me? Okay, so in any action movie, what is the protagonist's mindset? Go ahead and guess. Well, if you have seen any movie in the 21st century, I know I didn't say if you guys are right or not, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to give away the secret. You know if you're right or not. If you've seen any movie in the 21st century, you would know that the protagonist's mindset is that he doesn't care how many bad guys there are. He or she doesn't care about him or herself being out greatly numbered. He doesn't care what others think of him. And when he gets knocked down, what do they say? You guessed it. They say something on the lines of, "That was a good punch, but it'll never stop me." Now, as the movie progresses, how does the protagonist keep winning even though it's so almost guaranteed that he is about to lose? Well, if you've seen any action movie, you know that the protagonist comes up with the most out of the ordinary, out of the box, and completely crazy ideas that sometimes work, but other times completely work. Not always the way it was originally planned, but it worked. And near the end of the movie, where it seems like everything's lost, what happens every single time? You guessed it. The protagonist somehow, some way, with just sheer determination and faith, he makes it out alive. When all the dust settles, he or she has won. Now, how should this relate to earning more money effortlessly? Well, if you treat your success as the bad guys, you as a faithful and determined protagonist, and the evil henchman, the constant fights and explosions as the obstacles on your way to success, this would make perfect sense. Well, almost. What I'm trying to get across to you is that no matter the obstacle that comes your way, not only should you expect yourself to win, you should also be thinking outside the box, just like the protagonist in every action movie. And you should be not taking no as an answer. You should be fighting on even though everything seems overwhelming. And you should be fighting on even though you are outnumbered, because the competition is out there. But that doesn't mean you cannot come up with the content that takes the viewers as a surprise and that gives a ton of value, that touches the audience's hearts, having them believe in you even though the going gets tougher, just like in action movies. So think about that when the next obstacle comes up in your journey with me to making more money effortlessly. Have some hope, have some unshakable determination that you will be victorious, because I believe that you can do it. You can. Excuse me. You can. Okay. Let's round out this final section with a few quotes, shall we? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Never give up and be confident in what you do. There may be tough times, but the difficulties which you will face will make you more determined to achieve your objectives and to win against all the odds. Marta. Never give up. Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. Jack Ma. And you know it's funny, there's this commercial on YouTube that reminds me of this quote. It's the app about bombs. Like, you have a castle and basically there's two teams online. One team's supposed to try to break down the castle walls and invade, and the other one's supposed to top them. It's like Boomerville or something. And it's like We've lost 17 times. So, and most of the times we died horribly. But a new plan came back from HQ, and this was a showstopper. Like, you need to have that type of energy and that type of optimism. Like, never give up. Like, it may be worse, like things may be hard, but you could do it, okay? All right, let's continue. When you get into a tight place and everything goes against you, till it seems as though you cannot hang on a minute longer, never give up then. For that is when the place and time that the tide will turn. Harriet Beecher Stowe. Survival can be summed up in 3 words: never give up. That's the heart of it, really. Just keep trying. Bear Grylls. My advice would be to follow your dream. Most of my life, I was in second place before I came in first place. I hope that inspired people to never give up. Jackie Evancho. Never give up. You only get one life. Go for it. Richard E. Grant. That one stands out the most to me. The part where it says you only get one life. I don't want to get too sentimental, but basically, it's true that we only have one life on this earth. And sometimes I think about that and I just want to put all my energy and my faith and my work into like just getting stuff done and trying to be successful, because it just motivates me knowing that this is the one shot that we have. We may fail a lot, but this is the one shot. And if we don't keep going, we're going to regret it. I don't want you to regret it moving forward in life. I want you to be successful. That's why I'm trying to give you as much value as I can in this time that we have together. So thank you for being here. Really. All right. Let's summarize this bad boy. Okay, we talked about how YouTube can be your friends with 11 things. You could go back in this video and watch them and write down some notes. We also talked about what emotions to use when trying to pull in leads and customers. That's also important. We also talked about how you as a person makes the most difference when getting more money in your pocket. The 4th thing we talked about was 3 things that you need to have online to build a successful business that no one ever tells you. We talked about why action movies are the way you should approach making changes to your business to make money. So, at this point, I'm guessing that you're wondering, how could I use this information to get results now? Well, for starters, you can start to make some YouTube videos for your product or service, and you can also create your own capture page and send your YouTube videos to them. Meaning, at the end of every video you make for YouTube, ask them to take some action and to send them to a capture page where you ask them to put in their name and email, or just their email, in exchange for something of value. And in the email, give them value. Finally, you can then follow up and say thanks for reading, and then offer your product or service to solve their current pressing issues. Pretty simple. Kind of. Am I right? It's a little complicated, right? Also, a good way to get more clicks and therefore more traffic is to use solo ads and PPCs, like I mentioned earlier. I definitely will have another webinar on these things to explain them further. However, a good place to go to get more clicks, PPCs, at a decent price would be solochecker.com. Furthermore, Aweber is a good place to host your email campaign so that you can send automatic emails to the people that you want. I believe you can also set up an autoresponder with those emails that you get at a price, of course. It costs a little bit of money to join Aweber, all right? And if you want to create your own website for cheap, everything will be as easy as typing in Google 99-cent domains and buying a domain. And if you do not already have one for your product or service, then you should start searching for people to help set up with your WordPress, your PayPal, etc. Again, this advice is for if you do not already have the website ready to go for your product or service. If you do, just follow the steps on YouTube and the email marketing. And those tips above, well, the tips that I just gave you earlier in this webinar will help you earn more money effortlessly. You know, that could be a lot of work for someone just starting, or anyone that does not want to go through all that headache. There must be an easier way, right? Well, I'm glad you thought of this because I have the solution for all of that. So, you're sitting here at your computer right now, listening and watching this, and my story of how my system has worked for me, I'll explain for a minute. In a minute. And just as a recap, I told you that I have just started using these techniques. But what you do not know, I did not say, is that I have my own personal coach that has been helping me reach my goals. And that has been a supporting team for me that is helping me build my business the right way. So not only am I being more of a leader, an attractive leader, and not only am I enjoying the process, I'm successfully stepping out of my comfort zone. And not only that, they have helped me build a game plan that is solid, that's going to give me a higher chance, about 80% higher chance, to be a matter of fact, of achieving my goals. And what's even better is that I can share these great secrets and much, much more with you and give you the support you need to achieve your goals and live a better life. So, what should you do to get the results that you want? Well, I have a solution that can help you achieve your goals to earn more money effortlessly and live the life that you want. Ready for this? Because I am about to change your world right now. So, by now, you are obviously curious to know how this could truly work for you. And clearly, you know that learning how to earn more money effortlessly is essential to living a better life for yourself and your loved ones. Naturally, you must also know that you must learn how to do it effectively to start living the lifestyle that you want. To earn more money a month that you know how to deal with, to be able to spend more time with your friends and family, or maybe give you enough money to be able to spend more better quality time with yourself. Because I know that quality self time is very important to your health and staying sane in this sometimes hectic world. And you may want to do a ton of other things, and that's awesome. I think that is the more of the reason why you should be smart and commit to learning and mastering this skill set. A skill set that enables you to earn more money or even turn you into a more authoritative leader, an attractive leader, and also give you more confidence, which are all the traits that you need to lead a successful life. Whether you are a mother, a father, a teenager, a senior citizen, whether if you've been in debt before, owned a business before, or you've been bankrupt before, or maybe you have never started a business, neither on traditional or online, these skills are essential to becoming successful in your life and in your business. So, aren't you curious about what system or product or service that I'm using at this very moment to captivate, motivate, and inspire to become better in your life, earn more money, earn more freedom, and enable you to spend more free time doing the things that you love? Are you curious? Are you? You are. All right. Let me show you what this is that I am using. Introducing Elite Marketing Pro. Elite Marketing Pro is a system that helps you launch a new business, drive targeted high quality visitors to your capture pages and to your websites, build a list of qualified, ready to buy prospects and leads, and a system that helps you close more sales on autopilot. This program is specifically designed to increase the attractiveness of your business, help you solve the problem of leveraging your money, making money work for you, give you the training needed to become a professional marketer, hand feed you the knowledge you need to increase your customer base, and guides you through a process of how to be successful in business and how it's built from the ground up. This service, Elite Marketing Pro, helps you launch your own business and gives you the templates so that you have a starting point for all the information that it gives you. So if you want to earn more money effortlessly, earn more qualified leads, build a large following of customers, become a more attractive leader in your market, gain more confidence in your work and your income, earn potential income upwards towards $11,000, all in the next 30 days, then you are exactly the person that was designed for this course. Here's how we're going to do it. You'll be getting templates for making email sales copies, one of the number one best training from 6 and 7 figure earning coaches. You'll be getting sales pages already done for you. All you have to do is send traffic to our landing pages and we'll do all the rest for you, taking all the work out of your hands. You will get a group of dedicated and caring individuals to deal with customer service issues. You will even get email series done for you. Our catalog of products that are proven to sell, and access to a catalog of 6, 7, and even 8-figure providing you with the most up-to-date information on what's working in today's markets. And that's just the beginning. You're getting the exact same system I personally use to create this webinar, generate customer interest, and bring in free qualified leads. The very same system that I use to perfect my YouTube strategies, not techniques. You will also begin the very same system that I use to connect with 6 and 7-figure earners and learn to become helps me learn to become a better marketer each day. Doesn't that sound like an amazing service? Something that helps you market, something that helps you get more traffic, something that helps you get a email autoresponder and close sales for you, all for you. We do this for you. All you have to send to us is traffic, and we show you how to do that. Plus, we give you information on how to market, how to give sales copy, and all these other great things. This is a ton of value that you'll be getting. I know this sounds like an amazing service, right? Well, it is. So, do you think that you could achieve these results, earning more money effortlessly, and enjoy these benefits with my help? Well, here's the link. You could type in the link in the description, and you could go straight to the page where you can purchase if you're ready. Are you ready to join? If you said yes, there will be a link below that you can send that will send you straight to a page where you can choose your payment options and get started right away. And I am so excited and confident that you are going to love this. You're going to get tons of value. And not only that, you're going to earn money effortlessly. You're going to get money. You're going to make money. If you put in the effort, don't forget that. If you follow these simple to follow directions and you learn the information and you implement it, you will be getting paid upwards to $11,000 in the next 30 days. It's possible for you. Some people have made 6 figures in the next 6 months, in the first 6 months of them joining this program. It is possible. And you can join me and my team and our journey to the top. Success for all of us. I know that you're going to love this. If you're ready to join, just type in this URL at the bottom of my screen and just put it into the browser, and it'll send you straight to the page, and you can just get started today. For those of you who are still on the fence, I know what you're thinking right now. Even the ones who are ready to purchase but are still on the screen. And trust me, I've had the same question. And the people who are trying to type it in, don't worry. There'll be another link. You'll see it in a second. Don't worry. So, what is the price of this so-called service? This is what you're wondering, right? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I want to speak on this for a few minutes. Let me ask you another question. I know that I've asked a few questions already, but this is a very important question. And this question is this: how much is financial freedom worth to you? Just imagine being able to give up your 9-to-5 job that you may not have liked. Some may have even say hated. What would it be like being able to log into your bank account right when you wake up and see all those beautiful zeros in front of the decimal point, on the left side of the decimal point? Being able to look on Google for the nearest car salesman, drive over there with a briefcase full of money, smiling and saying calmly to the salesperson, "That car near the front door, I want that in red." Imagine the things that you'll be able to do that you couldn't do before you joined this program, like visiting that friend from high school that you haven't seen in ages and being able to pay to take them out, no problem. Or maybe doing something that is dear to your heart, like being able to visit one of your relatives that you care so much for who has passed away either recently or a long time ago, and be able to put flowers on their tombstone and have that cry that you've been holding in for a very long time, like I have. I plan to do that when the money starts coming in. I've just started, just like I said in the beginning, but I'm confident in this program and I plan to do that. I definitely plan to do that, and I will do that. It gives me confidence to move forward in my life, knowing that I will one day be able to do that, do both of those things, or maybe doing something else for someone else that you care about that you weren't able to do until after joining this program. Just imagine what this program can give to you, like being able to post bail for a loved one that was mistakenly put in jail, like how a relative of mine was going through recently, or being able to move out of your mom's be let me say this again, sorry, being able to move your mom out of the bad neighborhood that she's raised you in all these years, or being able to buy your father a car because he has been riding on the bus for way too long, or help pay for antibiotics for a close one because their insurance doesn't cover it. Also, something that I'm doing. How much will being able to do all that plus more be worth to you? I would say thousands. Some would say tens of thousands. In other programs, unlike this one, people have paid tens of thousands of dollars, if not more. But you want to know the great thing about this program? You won't pay anything near that amount. This is the price. It costs about $0 per hour of my time. Honestly, it's true. I don't charge for being able to talk to people to help them out. Maybe in the future I will, but right now I don't. And if you need help, just join the program with me, and I'll be able to contact you and help you out, and we'll be able to talk for as long as you need to so we can get these problems solved together. Other leaders in my business sometimes charge over $10,000 for consulting. So true. This is more affordable than you think. If you pay just one payment at 1,995, or you could pay for a year at a lesser commission, just 297. That's saving $1,698 just for a year. And you do get a lesser commission unless if you didn't sign up for the VIP, which is $1,995. But you still get a higher commission. You get all the programs. Talk to you get to talk to coaches, and they'll be able to help you. You'll be able to get commissions, and there's so many other things I can't even list on here because there's so much that will help you for just $297. You spent more on coffee, trust me. You have. You spent more on an Xbox. You spent more on makeup. You spent more on clothes. 297 is definitely possible. And if you have enough money to become a VIP member, I encourage you to do so, because you'll be able to private license this whole system, and you'll be able to get all the products that were ever sold on these with these programs for free. You'll get instant access to what's working now, where you get to learn about all the new things that are currently working in the market of marketing. Plus more, you'll get so much more value. You'll be able to go to our event that's happening on June 6th. I think it's called No Effort Boundaries. I'm not fully sure what the name was, but there's this program. I'm going to have another video about this. You'll be able to go to that and learn from the 6 and 7 and 8 figure earners themselves in person. There's so much you could do. If you have enough money to purchase the 1995, I suggest you do it. If you don't, go ahead and get the 297. You know what? I'll do you one even better. And here's the link again for the people who already want to join. Go ahead. I'll give a second for you to write that in your browser. All right. I'm going to do you something better. Just 3 payments of $99. That's easy. That's 1 month's worth of coffee. That's so easy to get. You'll be able to afford it, and you'll get a higher commission, and you'll be able to get products. You'll get help with the coaches. You'll get all these things. Or like I said, you could pay in full today, just 297. You'll save $1,698. It's the best deal. Trust me. Here's what you should do now. Go to the link below or the first link in the description after I upload this to YouTube and click the add to cart button. That's what I want you to do right now. Go ahead and get started. Remember, there's zero risk. No questions asked, 100% satisfaction guaranteed, or your money back. If you feel you don't get at least 10 times the value of your investment in the first, I would say the first 30 days, I'll refund 100% of your money. Just go ahead and click on the link. Don't miss out on this. I want you to join. I want you to be able to join me and my team on this journey to what I call the top. Now I'm going to leave it on this screen for a few minutes so you could finish writing out the link and everything. If you're still on the fence, if you feel that you're just not sure, well, don't worry. Let's talk about it a little bit. I sold my laptop for me that had all my beats on it, everything. I sold it just so I could join this program. That's how much it meant to me. Music is so important to me. I've been doing it for over 10 years. It's important to me. But I sold it because I knew that this program was going to get me where I need to go. It's going to get me out of the place that I'm in again. It's going to give me the car that I want. It's going to give me the house that I want over there in Santa Monica. That's where I want to live. And I have a goal. I'm going to get there. And these coaches have been helping me out. They will not let you down. You just have to put in the effort. If you feel like you just won't put in the consistent effort, don't worry. When you join, you have just follow the first 3 steps, and then you'll be able to continue on. You'll have accountability. You'll be able to say to the coaches, okay, I am committed. I want you to be committed to this. I want you to say, I want to do this. I want to change my life. If you want to change your life, go ahead and click on the link. Put it in your browser and press add to cart. Put in your information and all that, and you'll be able to get it started as soon as today. Start making money in the first 7 days if you put in the effort. All right. I say this is long enough. Well, 30 more seconds, just in case you haven't put it in the link. Go ahead and do it now. Like I said, you won't regret it. There's a lot of people who are putting this information as work now getting $10,000 per month. They're getting $3,000, $5,000 per month. Some people has gotten $11K in their first month. Some people has gotten over $2,000 in their first 7 days. It's possible. Someone even has gotten over $100,000 in their first 7 days. All right. This has been Daryl White, and it's been awesome you guys being here. Like I said, go ahead and start now. Go ahead, click on the link, add to cart, put on the information, put in your information, and I'll see you on the inside. You know what? I'm going to give you something better. I'm going to give you another link on my YouTube for you to get more value. I'm going to put that right under the link that you see on the screen. And then I'm going to give you a 10-step boot camp. Even better, I'm going to give you some more information, some more value, just in case you're on the fence and you're still not sure. I'm going to give you more information. So the third link is going to be the boot camp. It's going to give you 10 days worth of information and marketing, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a boot camp. I'm going to give you that. You could go through that, learn some more, and there you go. I'm going to give you those 3 links. All right. It's been Daryl White. Thank you for being here. It's been great having you, and I'll see you guys soon.